Hi, I'm Eric Persing. I'm here at the 2009 NAMM show, and we are really excited to be introducing something brand new. About 15 years ago was our first NAMM show, and we introduced our first instrument, our first sample library called Bass Legends. So bass has been a big part of Spectrasonics for a long time. In 2002, we introduced the world's first bass virtual instrument trilogy, and it's gone on to be very popular. A lot of people love this instrument, and today we are announcing the successor to Trilogy, which is Trilian. And it's the second instrument to be based on our new steam engine. It's the same engine that Omnisphere uses. It's very, very cool, and it offers a lot of capability. It has a lot more sounds, a lot larger core library than Trilogy. There's all kinds of new acoustic, electric, and synth basses, and it also includes enhanced versions of all of the classic Trilogy sounds. So let's check it out. Here's an example of some of the enhancements to those sounds. Here we have the acoustic bass, and this is originally from Trilogy. It sounds like this. Sounds great. But now what we can do is very simply from the interface, we can mix the mic and the DI right from this new custom controls page, or just the DI signal. Let's blend them together. And if I want to have less of those release noises, or if I want to have more of them, so very, very versatile what you can do just from this main controls page. Also, you can have, it's multi-timbral, so you can have all the articulations from a bass in one instance, just in one plugin. Before, you had to open up a lot of different trilogies to do this, but now you can have all the articulations. So I can have sustains and staccatos, and I can switch between them in real time from the keyboard. Even the harmonics and the slides. So it's a lot easier to use this instrument now because it's all integrated in one. Another amazing thing about Trilian is it's the first instrument to feature Omnisphere library integration. So it's really cool. If you have Omnisphere, you could use the sounds of Trilian in Omnisphere. So let me show you how that works. Let's go over to Omnisphere, and let's load up a sound from Trilian. So if you have it installed, it's really simple. You just go to the directory, and there's a Trilian library in Omnisphere. So I can select the acoustic bass, and when I select it, there's the sound of Trilian in Omnisphere. So what you can do is you can take the Trilian sounds further. Like say you want to have some crazy ring modulation and granular synthesis on your bass. If you really want to do that, you can bring it into Omnisphere. Another practical example would be doing something like stack mode. And let's take the acoustic bass sound, and let's bring that down here. And then we'll put some Omnisphere sounds up here on the right part of the keyboard. And that way I've got bass in the left hand and Omnisphere stuff in the right hand. So you could do all of that from within Omnisphere, which is a really cool thing. So first instrument to feature integration with Omnisphere. Okay, and there's also a lot of new things we can do in terms of new sounds. That's that's just an enhanced Trilogy sound that we did 7 years ago. Now, with the new Steam engine and all of the new techniques that we can do some amazing new sounds. So I just loaded up the Chapman Stick. That's one of the new instruments we have. And the Chapman Stick's a really cool instrument because it's played, you tap it, and it just has a unique sound. It's just a really, really strong sound. And let me just shut this off. And check this out. And we have a new thing called multi-sampled slides. So I can even slide from one note to another note. So, and we also have round robin sampling. So when I play repeated notes, there's multiple takes. So it really sounds much more realistic. And I can also mix between the DI signal and the amp signal. So now I have a real amp. So extremely flexible what you can do. You also have all of the effects from Omnisphere. So you have all the amp modeling, you've got compression, EQ, all of that kind of stuff. You also have the arpeggiator from Omnisphere. So you can use the arpeggiator to create bass lines. You can lock those bass lines to Stylus RMX. You can groove lock them. And so it's really, really powerful. So all of this in this instrument is for the same price as Trilogy, $299. It'll be available on May 18th. And we have an upgrade from Trilogy. It's $99 as a standard upgrade. And if you have an Intel Mac and are a Trilogy user, the upgrade is free. So that's really, really cool. So if you have an Intel Mac and you're a Trilogy user, you're going to get Trilian free on May 18th. So Trilian is a very cool total bass module, acoustic, electric, and synth. Thanks a lot.